Welcome to today's episode of Rush Duck Garage. Hey, today, Cousin Paul and I are on our way to pick up a 1931 Chevrolet 5-window coupe. A friend of mine called me and said that a friend of his told him about this 31 Chevrolet Coupe that some folks had. They wanted to sell it. They're going to be moving, and so Paul and I are going to go over there and pick up this 31 Coupe. The 31's got a inline 6-cylinder in it, which would be factory, probably a 216 or something like that, with a manual trans. The car is pretty much all original, so we'll be there just shortly. So here's the 31 Chevy 5-window coupe that we're picking up here from Pattie and Gary. And Gary, how long you had the car?
20 years probably.
20 years, huh? Yeah. And it was up there in Maple Valley, Washington when you originally bought it, right? Last time it really ran was about 3 years ago, right? And
yeah, Scott Automotive worked on it. When I drove it up here, and it's been sitting ever since. Nice.
Well, we're gonna get the car and load her up and see if we can't get her running here in the next day or so, and then we'll probably have it out at the Harvest Field races out at Charlie Haskell's. Well, how quickly things change. We decided to push the car out of the garage, out into the street where we could roll it down the hill and load it on the trailer. Well, Gary told Cousin Paul they had a can of starting fluid, and maybe if we give the old Chev a shot of starting fluid, then we might possibly get it running. Well, the battery was too dead to crank the engine over, so we decided the hill that they lived on, that we could just push the car down the hill and get it started. Unfortunately, we forgot to film what was going on. So we got the car rolling down the hill, and Cousin Paul jumped up on the running board with the hood open on the car. As it started rolling and gathered up some speed, I dropped it in second gear and popped the clutch. And about that time, Cousin Paul gave her a few shots of starting fluid, and it wasn't long that the old 6-cylinder came alive. I kept the engine running. I backed the car up the hill to their house where Pattie was waiting, and was very happy to see the old Chevy running again.
Cool. Yeah, but somebody must leak. I don't think I had a leak like that before. And this thing wiggles off too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, first thing, took this to the car 15 years, and the first thing is, getting back and I got the look. The first thing is, a couple guys come on and fill up there.
Oh.
And the post office had video.
Oh.
They called the lady, the postmaster knew us, and she called and said, "There's somebody down here stealing their hubcaps." Walked right down there, and they look. Get out of there. You come to the car, and I said, "You got that big truck." Dick goes back and put them on, and I'm like, "Oh, God."
There you go.
Put them on and took off.
There you go. Well, we ran it down the hill. Pop started there. Paul was hanging on the running board, shooting ether in it, and she fired right up, but I didn't get it on video. I should have had that one on video. That would have been pretty awesome. But that old 6-cylinder sounds pretty good. I don't know if it's a 216 or not. He said the motor was replaced. He said it's a 1935 motor in it. Well, last time the car was started was 3 years ago. It had gone to the repair shop, and Scott's Automotive had tuned it up over there and worked on the carburetor, and it came home and has parked ever since. So we took a chance and pop started it down the hill, and she's fired right up, and here we go. And I got Cousin Paul back there. He's following me just in case we break down with the old girl. We were planning on hauling it, but it started, so here we go. Well, the old odometer just hit 10,000 miles there, 10,001. And we had a little high-speed wobble event, but tires are probably flat spotted from setting for so long. Well, here we are, 45 miles an hour. She's kind of a white knuckle event here, you know, but she's cruising along, running really good. So we're gonna stop and put a little trickle of fuel in it at the gas station up here, put some premium in it, and see if we can't make her on down to Amity, which is about 7-8 miles from the gas station. Now this 1931, I'm not sure the cubic inch, but it would be similar to a 216. And my understanding, they have dippers on the rods because they don't have a pressurized oil system. But this does show oil pressure there, so I'm gonna have to look into that there. But our temperature looks good. Our charging system is working, and we're down on fuel, so we're gonna stop and get our fuel. I left the engine running while I fueled the car because I really wasn't sure where that battery was going to charge it up enough to restart it. And I was glad I did, because when I got home, the battery would not restart the car. Well, it's raining. The windshield's getting a little hard to see out, but the wipers are up here. And I've tried that switch, pulled her out side to side, and can't get her to go. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I'm not sure what the crank handle is. I've tried it, and it doesn't seem to do anything. So we're running with no wipers, but it's lightening it up here now. It's not too bad. Well, we made it to Amity, and I parked the car at Cousin Paul's, where he's got 15 acres, so he's got a little room for an extra car. Rusty the cat jumped up on the old Chevrolet to check it out. Well, we got it home and was able to walk around and check it out a little closer. And we see the Body by Fisher plaque that was on the right-hand side of the car. It's got a set of old Allstate white wall tires on it. The Chevrolet emblem is on the grill there, was pretty cool, I thought. The cloth insert in the top above was in decent shape for its age. The old Chevrolet emblem on the taillight was pretty cool, I thought. No license plate on the rear of it, but there is a plate in there. Trunk. And we found quite a few miscellaneous items, including those hubcaps that have been stolen in the back, along with some tune-up parts and a Chevrolet repair manual, and the Washington State license plates from 1931. The interior on the car is relatively good for a 1931. I think it's in pretty good shape. I don't think it's had anything done to it for many, many, many years. Overall, the car is in good condition for its age and the price that we paid for the car. And there's the knee action shock absorbers that are on the car. The original engine was 194 cubic inches with 50 horsepower, and the original cost of the car was $500 for the Coupe model. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video of the 31 Chevy Coupe. If you would, please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. And we'll catch you next time at Rusty Duck Garage.